Alright, everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be a reading for March the 18th, 24. I hope everybody is well. Okay, I know. Don't get on me. I've been missing in action. Ooh, ooh, okay. Um, I'll explain at another time. Okay, let's just keep going. So, Mercury retrograde is at the bottom of the deck. Reinvention. Now, for the people who do not know, I do practice and follow Vedic sidereal, not Western astronomy or astrology anymore. And for that reason, we are officially in Pisces season. We just got to Pisces season on March the 14th, 15th, and it will be there until April the 14th, okay? And then it will move to Aries. If you are used to Western astrology and astronomy, then we've been in Pisces, okay, for their predictions or for their readings. But for me and my channel, we just got to Pisces about 4 days ago. Okay. Now again, in Vedic Sidereal, we got Mars that's in Aquarius as of the other day. I think I did do a reading with Mars in Aquarius. If I didn't, then I will do that one next. And then what we just happened as of today, which is Mercury that have moved into Pisces and now is in conjunction with Rahu. Now I have done a reading on Rahu and K2 at the end of last year when it officially moved into Pisces and Virgo. K2 was in Libra, but then it moved to Virgo, and Rahu was in Aries, and then it moved to Pisces. And it will be in both zodiac signs up until about May 29th, 2025. So anytime we're talking about Rahu and K2, or any information that I do channel about those two energies, just keep in mind that that energy is going to be a longer lasting. It's not going to be, oh, okay, that's going to happen in a couple of days, couple of weeks. No. K2 is regarding like your calling here on earth. In other words, figuring out what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to be, your spiritual calling, going into your gift, just to kind of break it down, and your past life, okay? And then Rahu, you can pretty much say Rahu is kind of like karma. Rahu can produce illusions. It's kind of like what you need to pay back far as karma, okay? And the remedy or K2 is to how can you remedy the fact, in other words, to do right by the situation in this lifetime or the last, whether you believe in that or not. Okay, so we had Destiny to come out and the Wishbone affirmation in reverse. The reason that these other two cards are here is because we are talking about Mercury that has just moved into Pisces. Well, yeah. And then we got the Pisces card here. And then I wasn't planning on getting two more extra because I wanted to use another deck, but we'll just add it and see what clarifies it, comes out for a reason. And then actually, look at there. Yeah. So Mercury retrograde, which is about to happen next, it is like a reinvention. You know, a lot of readers on YouTube, you have been so conditioned to kind of believe, oh, okay, my ex is coming back. It's Mercury retrograde. Some people get happy. Some people be like, oh, heck no. Okay. But it don't bring a ex back. Now it will. Mercury is about communication. Whether it's about an ex, whether it's about a job, career, education, spirituality, religion, things that you need to know. It's about bringing up another chance for information, clarity, or conversation to be fixed. Okay? It gives another opportunity another go round. Now, if it's not about fixing a conversation or somebody from your past that does come back into your life, it's to kind of remedy the last conversation that you didn't or did have. Okay, to try and see if you can let bygones be bygones, um, to heal something, to finally say your piece, or maybe the other person gets to finally say their piece. But it brings up an opportunity for revision, reinvention. Every time I talk about Mercury retrograde, it's about replanning, restructuring, revising, reinvention, rethinking, okay, redoing, recalculating, um, repurposing, whatever it can be to kind of remedy the fact. So I actually wanted to get one of these. Now, Mercury will be retrograde um, starting, when was it? Mercury will go retrograde April the 1st. So it's going to sit there in Pisces, okay, until it go retrograde April the 1st. And then we'll, oh, look at there, the sun. So some of you may be Pisces, okay? You may actually think that you are an Aquarius, but you probably may be actually a Pisces, or some of you may think that you're Aries, but you're really a Pisces. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that because what the Romans told you that you were, what this world, society conditioned to have you believe that your birthday, as they grouped a whole bunch of people together and said, okay, if y'all born on this day during this time, we're going to group all y'all together and say y'all this, okay? And y'all must abide by this by the rest of your life. Don't try and research or do any information to find out truly and spiritually who you are as a person. Don't worry about your birth chart. Just worry about your birth certificate, because that's the only thing that's important to you as a human on this, in this reality. Okay, not understanding your spiritual purpose, but just worry about your birth certificate, social security card, if you live in the United States, your credit score, and don't worry about anything else. Okay, because this is how we want you to live. This is what we want you to believe. So the more that you do research, and actually would take a telescope and look into the atmosphere, into the astronomy, you'll see the star alignment will be actually up under Pisces right now. Okay, but last week it wasn't. It was still up under Aquarius. But that's another reading. Okay. So, yes, this is, I guess I could say, this reading is for Pisces. If your birthday is between March the 14th and April the 14th, you are a Pisces in Vedic. Okay. Now, I always wanted to just say this too. Remember that you're more than one zodiac sign. You're not just the one that the government or whoever call you. You are all four elements of this realm. Okay? Human, spiritually, and all four elements of this earth. You're fire, water, air, and what we missing? Earth. Yeah. Okay. And I like to use different examples that, if you're a divine masculine, right, and you got a daughter, when you hug on your daughter, when you talk to your daughter sensitively, or your wife or your girlfriend, for the people who like feminine energy, okay, let's just say your daughter, and she's a newborn. You're not going to be hollering or screaming at your newborn daughter, right? So the feelings and the emotions that you share and express to your newborn daughter, masculines, that's not only your water or your divine feminine energy of your feelings and emotions that you're expressing, that is also uh, the water in you. Now, masculines, for another example, when you're, let's say, you got a sport of boxing or basketball or baseball or football, right? And I know divine feminines play those sports too. But I'm just using masculines as an example, okay? I'm not shading one person for the next. You're using your fire energy, right? Because you would not use the water element of you when you're playing out there playing football. Okay? So you will know and see and understand when you're using your fire element, when you're using your water element in yourself, when you're using your air element because you're studying, you're or taking classes, education, you're thinking about how to strategize to pay this bill, to pay that bill. You're thinking about mortgage rates and okay, you're not going to use your cups, right? Your water energy when you're trying to go to a bank and apply for a loan. You're going to be using your air element, which is your mental status. So those are just examples for you to understand that you're more than one zodiac sign. Okay? You're all four elements. Okay, some of you also may be a Leo with Pisces in your chart or vice versa. Also, Virgo, Gemini still can be in your chart as a birthday sign or sun return and or rising, ascendant, or moon. Yes? And I just have to keep reminding people of that. Speaking of business element, we have Capricorn here. So some of you will be redoing some type of business strategy or you're really thinking about business elements right now. Money, business, purpose, acting like a leader, demonstrating to your job, to your boss, how much you are a leader. Okay. Putting in a lot of dedication to your businesses if you're entrepreneurial, to your job and to your career right now. You're focusing on your goals. Goals is on your mind right now. Money is on your mind right now. Some of you are waiting on some type of affirmation or confirmation. Can be from another person, can be from a job. Okay. That you maybe for some of you that you've been applied for but you never heard anything back. So a lot of times Mercury retrograde, employers will call people back that they never got to the first go round. And a lot of people do get hired during Mercury retrograde or right after Mercury retrograde ends. Yes. Okay. Now, also in Vedic, Mars is in Aquarius, so that's very good. So using your mental capacity, really thinking about things unconventionally would help you very well right now. Thinking outside of the box, going after what you're thinking and dreaming of, envisioning, manifesting. But some of you, you know, if this is about a relationship and or person, you haven't got any affirmation or confirmation. Because you can be very much on this person's mind or they're very much on your mind. So it's kind of like, what do I believe? Now, I do know in the last reading, I really talked about Pisces 12th house. I really gave pretty much a whole reading about the solar return, or like a birthday reading for Pisces. So you may want to go and take a look at that. Okay. Okay, so we have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. That's a lot of confirmation and can be your affirmation right now of why your affirmation card is in reverse and you're seeing the wishbone here. So some of you, you know, make a wish, especially with Mars being in Aquarius right now is very good. Mars energy, feeling and acting and demonstrating as a warrior, going and getting up and going after what you wish for. Okay. Don't sit in denial. Some of you are overthinking or thinking about something over and over and over again. You can be mercurial as a Virgo or a Gemini, but you will get a chance coming up to reinvent not only yourself, can also be your surroundings, your money, your materialism, which can be housing, Cars. Oh, look at there. See there? Abundance landed right on top of destiny. Two cards come out. See, as soon as I said that, abundance and happiness. So I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire. Just said that in this physical reality. And happiness, I am aware that I'm being happy means that I am on the right path. So, like I said, some of you that can or needs to be your affirmation of what you're needing to hear, and also is very much on your mind. Remember that another person and or relationship does not determine your destiny, your sense of abundance, or your happiness. Okay? You have to have the belief system in yourself, and that helps to coincide with your destined path, because having faith and taking action, right? Stop being in denial. If some of you, you know that it's time to break up, but you don't want to face it because you are maybe dependent on or codependent on that for happiness, can also be for security reason, financial, housing, transportation, whatever the case may be. You're not living to your fullest. Okay? You were born alone. You was not born already married or living with somebody. You was not born being a in a relationship. So your happiness is determined by what you make it, not determined by what somebody give you, how much they're in your life, and etc. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that being with another person, such as can bring abundance in, but it also can take your abundance away. It goes both ways. So remember that. Some of you may feel like some wish may not come in or happen for you. So you're trying to Pisces believe, is this really gonna end? Is it really going to start over for me? Like I talked about in the last reading, Pisces energy or 12th house is an ending house. So things that you couldn't finish or wrap up or change during the 8th house of Scorpio, it moved to 9th house of Sagittarius. You tried to have patience with it. You tried to deal with it. You were going through a sense of denial. Like, yeah, nothing's wrong with my money. I'm going to have plenty of money the next couple of months. This. Or some of you, yeah, I don't really see any red flags in my relationships or my friendships. So I'm just going to keep dealing with the person and, this. You were seeing red flags all along, but you just wanted to stay in the denial of it. Okay. So some of you, some type of ending will be happening, whether it's a loss of job, housing, car, transportation, friendship, family, lovers, marriages. Okay. Now, it also can be the way that you, um, a sense of ending where that everything that you have been going through is about to change. So an ending to that. But it does require some type of sacrifice. Now, some of you may have already sacrificed something. For me, I know it was my transportation. So I'm in the midst of buying another transportation right now. Um, so it always will be some type of loss in order for a new beginning to happen. But if you never want to encounter losses but stay in the denial about why it's happening, then it's gonna, I don't want to say it's gonna stop your abundance. What's this service? I don't want to say it's gonna stop your abundance, but it will, you will have some lag on it. Okay. It's gonna come later than sooner. Because a lot of people may have been in denial that you didn't want to give it up. So everything that you want to take on, to hold on to that question mark, you're gonna reap the repercussions of it. hmm And some of you already, as an adult, as an older adult, have seen it, has been through it, and understand it. Okay, so some of you understand that as a life lesson. All right. So we have service here. I feel good when I can help others. Wow. Okay. So especially with that Mars and Aquarius, Aquarius 11th house is humanitarian, foundation, family, groups of friends, wish fulfillment, um, being a service to other people. Also can be charities, right? So, being a charity or a help to other people also will not only spark happiness within you, but also will you would definitely reap the abundance of it. Okay, and don't be in denial. Like, if I help somebody, oh no, I'm not gonna get anything in return. You do. hmm So we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Yeah. Okay. Now remember that the sun also will bring illumination, aha moments. It will open up your thought process with the sun being in 12th house of Pisces. I talked about last time about 12th house of Pisces is revealing enemies and frenemies. So some of you, that will start to come out in the woodworks, okay, the next 30 days if it haven't already, about how much you have been a service to other people, but you were in a denial about it. What is your belief system about it? And some of you will have regret that you didn't leave sooner than later. Um, Maybe some of you were doing a lot of things as a way to gain or get respect from somebody. Uh, but we're going to clarify this, okay? Let's also see. Somebody here also can be having regret and still be in denial about going after their own happiness. Mars in Aquarius, wish fulfillment, right? But the sun will continue to illuminate that to that person. This can be why this person you haven't heard from them, you haven't seen them, because they're denying their own happiness. And sooner or later, they're going to regret it if they're not already. Can be also by not taking action sooner. But you may hear from this person during the Mercury retrograde because they want to, or still can be trying to manifest you back into their life. And they do desire to be in your physical presence. Can be, this is where they know their happiness lies. And they have or still have a sense of regret that you can't change the past. So whatever happened or didn't happen in the past, it probably has been affecting this person's abundance mindset and heart, because I'm looking at the green here as the heart chakra. And so they can come back in like, hey, how can I be a service to you? This person can, be having a very bad Rahu and Ketu time. So, like anybody else, Rahu is being in your first house or being in the house of Aries will continue to challenge, or you will be feeling challenged about oneself. But remember, Rahu is not only karma that we still have to answer to, um, or people, other people have to answer for the karma, for the service or lack of service that they did not do or was, when the sense of happiness and abundance was given to this person to pass it on, but maybe they had a sense of denial and or regret. So Mercury being retrograde, or will be April the 1st, is giving this opportunity another chance through clarity, information, a talk, can be a visit for some of you to try and fix this. And it's going to be, of course, different for everybody, right? Do I want to use these cards for clarification? I'm going to put 4 of them down, but then I want to actually get the tarot here. so we can move on a little quicker. But remember too, it's not all about the other person when you're listening to readings. You have to be unaccountable to what you're in denial and what you also have regret for and from. Okay? It's not all about let me just listen to a reading about what the other person did wrong to me. Um it's a sun here for as illumination to find out things also about yourself. Okay. Oh Lord, we got the grave and no second chances. Hmm. Some of you may have made up your mind that you're not going to give somebody another second chance, third chance, fourth chance, or this also can be regret from somebody who has already passed on, or, whether it's a lover, a friend, or family member. Um, Also, still the grief over a child or children that may have passed on. I know I have a child that has passed on too, but she passed on as an infant. So, um, so some of you, it can be bringing back nostalgic thinking, especially with K2. All right. Which is being linked to spirituality. But this also can be somebody with no second chances. Either they're saying this about you or you're saying it about them. Um, that you'll never give them a second chance to come back into your energy as abundance, and or to even be a service to them or even provide them happiness again. Okay. Now, that may not apply for everybody, but just be very careful with that as a sense of regret, because we never know our time limit in this realm. So it may not be any second chances with anybody, whether it's on their end or yours. So be very careful about that karmically. And, okay, yeah. But just be very careful with that. Mm, some of you may fear actually to give somebody a second chance. Because some of you may think that this person will never change, which some people don't, but some people do. So now we have, see, I just told you about endings and breakups. The 12th house of Pisces. It's going to be a lot of endings here. And then we got this eclipse coming up. So the eclipse has really already started. I don't know why people think it starts when the eclipse happened on that day. Oh no. You're going to have pre and post eclipse energy. And then remember, eclipses last 6 months to a year. So we're still playing up or wrapping up the ending to the other eclipses year after year after year after year. So it never ends. Okay. Ooh, ooh. It's a lot of cards. All right. So this came up in reverse. Relationship connecting. Came up in reverse. So, um, some of you either are feeling that you will never be able to reconnect or to connect, especially if you didn't really get a chance to build a relationship with a person and it ended kind of before it started. So this person may be feeling like you may not give them a first, second chance because maybe you didn't really build a relationship yet. Maybe this was somebody new that you met. Maybe you went out one or two times and the person ghosted you or you ghosted them and nothing really was developed. Okay. So now we have relationship connecting, but it's in reverse. Maybe, somebody does have regret about asking for a second chance because maybe they are seeing that, you know, how it is affecting their happiness. And what is this? Compromise making changes in reverse. Okay, well, and what is this? Healing, releasing. So somebody still have not healed from something. Now, again, this can be you. It could be somebody else. It doesn't have to be about love. Um, some of you may have quit a job or will be thinking about ending a job. You no longer, as a service, want to work for this company because you can see your happiness and abundance somewhere else. Maybe you have been in a sense of denial and regret before, and maybe that what kept you there. But now you are seeing that it's time to heal and to move on. Okay, you are now ready, or see that it's time to demonstrate to yourself as a leader. Time to move on. Okay, you are gaining with the sun energy, more dedication, changing, helping to change your destiny faster, by doing the work, by seeing the understanding, by listening to your spiritual knowledge, right? The Pisces energy can be the high priestess. So some of you, may not have talked to this person. They may have not talked to you. So we have the Queen of Cups. Well, we totally was talking about her, right? When I was giving out the um, examples earlier. So Queen of Cups in reverse, unemotionally attached, detached, don't want to provide your feelings and emotions emotional as a service. Okay, it's a sense of separation, it seems like. Now, don't have to be you, but somebody may be hiding their feelings and emotions and their love. um Maybe they have had a change of heart. This is also somebody who is codependent on feelings and emotions from somebody else for love and attention. This is also can be somebody who's feeling ignored emotionally. Okay. Seems like a disconnect. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Okay. So please also remember that only you can change your own feelings. And the reason I say that is because with the Queen of Cups being in the reverse, this is emotional. This is emotional disconnectedness and a sense of emotional denial. This is also Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody who has not emotionally healed from an ending and or from a breakup. Don't necessarily have to be you, but it can be the other person. Um, Queen of Swords is here. It's very open for communication. But if you're not going to speak, talk, I mean, it's kind of like if you're not going to really speak the truth, the Queen of Swords just will cut the conversation. She will cut or break up or provide an ending to something. This can be something you've already done, because I have relationship connecting in reverse, but it also can be a conversation that needs to happen for our relationship to come together. Now, some of you, the person that you're thinking of could have just ended something. They're going through the nostalgic feelings of a ending with somebody else. Can be maybe their loved one, could have passed on. It also can be um, that they never want to love again, as no second chances. So this is why the Queen of Cups, as their feelings and emotions is coming up in reverse. They're not, emotionally unavailable. They may talk and speak, and they may even tell you this truth. They're not ready for love and relationship. They also can be right now repurposing or refinancing or redoing, replanning their finances, their home. It also can be their job, their career, their status in society with the sun and the Capricorn energy over there. Okay. And this is what either you're telling them or they could be telling you this. Because you could be wondering or asking for affirmation or confirmation, you know, are we going to be in a relationship? Wow. King of Swords in reverse. So this is a major breakup. As a married couple, somebody living together, two parents of a child or children as co-parenting, but somebody here is upset. Somebody here will it will be some type of fight and or argument. The uh, the divine feminine of this relationship may be the one that has done the broke up. Either that's you, or if you're a masculine, then you're upset that you're about to have a conversation that they want to break up. Okay? Or for some of you, you're the masculine energy where you just went through a breakup, but you would really like to still have a conversation with this other person to find out why. And whatever that they're going to say or indicate to you is not going to be a very happy conversation, not with the King of Swords in reverse. You can be or have a loss of words, don't know what to say. You may say some of the wrong things. You may become very irate, argumentative. Um, you're still looking for clarity. You're still looking for answers of why, or why I can't have a second chance. So this can actually be, however this suited for you, a person wanting to come back to speak with you, or you're wanting to go back and speak with somebody about clarity. Why either it didn't never come together, why you didn't choose them, or why did we end this? Now, the Queen of Swords, I can tell you, is open to the conversation, but this masculine energy is not. They're actually saying it's a no. So I don't know if it's a divine feminine here that wants to try and make amends and to be back with somebody, but this King of Swords is saying no. But don't look at the gender, okay? Because as a divine feminine, you can be the masculine energy of the King of Swords. And divine masculines, you could be in the energy of wanting to talk and have a conversation as the Queen of Swords. So don't think because you see a man and a woman here that you're supposed to assign your gender to the card. Okay? Because I know I be both as the queen and the masculine of the Queen of Swords. It just depending on the person, the conversation, and the day, and whatever it deals with, whether it's business or whether it's personal. When I know I'm the King of Swords, and I know when it comes to when I'm the Queen of Swords as divine feminine. Because some of you, as this King of Swords energy in reverse, some of you may be deciding to say no to a job and end it because you're wanting to seek more money, more happiness, or something like that. It also can be that you're in a sense of denial, that maybe you think that you can keep doing it, but or maybe it's something that your boss as the King of Swords may have to explain or say something to you. You know how they say, can I talk to you in the office real quick? Okay, so some of you, this can be a boss or a company that will pull you aside and not give you a second chance. Okay, but you want to speak your truth as the Queen of Swords. So it can be all different type of ways. So now we have the Page of Pentacles here. So it will be some type of minute or small offer. And Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody's having regret that they didn't wait on somebody, that they didn't invest enough time, energy, money, attention, feelings, emotions, awareness, that they didn't take the time to offer you anything, a relationship, a second chance, communication. Um, they didn't allow you in their world. They didn't create an emotional bond with you, or either they did, but they didn't do anything about it or with it. Now, of course, this is going to be different for everybody, but like I said, with Mercury being in Pisces, it's a conjunction with Rahu being there. So don't let the Rahu energy of illusions fool you when it's really something but something else. Okay? Because some of you may have regret, oh, this person won't give me another chance, or I should not give this other person another chance. Now, only if it's something not very serious. Now, we're not talking about an ending to a breakup, that something was opposed to your life, or somebody threatened you, somebody physically harmed you. We're not talking about second chances of that nature. Okay? So be a little more understanding with the Queen of Cups. But of course, it's going to be different for everybody. But we do have a lack of compromise and not making any changes. Now, that also can change when Mercury does go retrograde, April the 1st. So just keep that in mind. Because it can be that this person is not talking, not investing, not trying, but things can change when Mercury goes to retrograde. See there? A person may have felt that they didn't want this, they didn't need it, or you don't want it, you don't need it. It was unpleasant, or it is unpleasant. You don't want to repeat it, repetitive. You know, it feels good when it's over. So that can be why, again, that this is here. And like I said, with the sun illuminating all of this to you, by the sun being in Pisces, it will be some type of loss, whether it's a relationship, a breakup, a job, a divorce, going from one job to another one, reinvention. Some of you is going to be unavoidable, and some of you may actually give a chance to have a chance to clean it up, to fix it, or somebody else. Just keep all of that in mind, okay? Now, a Page of Pentacles is going to be a small offer. I do have Queen and Kings here, but with two Queens here, okay, it can be a level of, what you call it, cheating, or an affair that has been found out, or somebody left a baby mama or a wife for somebody new, or is meeting somebody new and they are breaking up with a baby daddy or baby mama or a ex-husband or ex-wife. Okay, it goes all type of ways. We got Taurus energy, the Hierophant. Some of you may felt like maybe this is not dependable, the person is not dependable, maybe this job is not dependable enough, or maybe you don't want to be dependable to a service, right, to somebody or a situation anymore. You don't want it, you don't want a second chance, you're ready to finally end it, you don't want to reconnect the relationship, whether it's platonic or love, you don't want to reconnect to that job. Oh, we haven't seen this in a long time. The Celtic knot. Unconditional love, legendary, divine union, eternal love, infinity love of a lifetime. Somebody may have seen you as marriage material, or you were actually married to this person in this lifetime or next, or somebody know that they missed out on a marriage with you. That they knew you were the one, but they didn't speak up. A sense of regret, denial. They didn't want to do anything about it. They didn't go after it. They only offered you or did the very minimum. Page of Pentacles. They didn't put any effort in communication. King and Queen of Swords. But this is either a relationship that's about to happen with the Celtic knot. Because remember, we got the destiny up here. So with one ending in your life, your future is about to change where something can be coming in. But maybe your mindset is still like, I don't want connection. I don't want love. I don't want anybody new. I've been single. I'm divorced for 10 years, 20 years now. And I don't want anything to change in my life. Okay? No second chances. So there can be like that sense of denial that needs to change about you, that you don't want it. You don't need a relationship. You don't need a marriage. This also could be this new person that they don't want a relationship. They don't want to get married. Okay. But with this destiny and Celtic knock here, I don't know about that. See that the woman and it was in reverse. So one person is leaving and one person is, ooh, shit. I hate snakes. I hate when this card come up. I don't even like to see snakes. I don't want to smell them. I don't want to nothing. Okay? So, but it is a level of deception here. Deception, denial, jealousy, betrayal, somebody backstabbed you, no second chances, toxic, okay, the silent treatment, seduction, and sexuality. So somebody may have been or just wanted a sexual union with you, but they actually were supposed to be or make this more than that. Or now they're realizing that it is supposed to be a destined union and not just an intimate. And this can be scaring this person. It also can be you. So we're just going to wrap it up with these. How long I've been on here? 47 minutes. And you know, somebody could have left a love relationship and they thought that that was supposed to be their one, the person that they were supposed to marry, and never thought that they would meet somebody after a breakup, after an ending, that they actually can have or be marriage material for them, and vice versa. But they're not investing or trying to make any time. They're not trying to plant any seeds. This also can be you. So one of you can be like, well, hey, you know, we need to talk about this. If you don't want to have this, if you don't want it, it's unwanted. I'm not going to stay around for the silent treatment or toxic environment. Okay. As much as you put in, I'm going to put in 2 Page of Pentacles. This also can be a very slow start as the Page of Pentacles. But somebody does have to put the work in. Okay. But somebody here is being stubborn. And I can't do anything about that. That card act like it's want to come out. So the first card flipped in reverse, which is romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So maybe Cupid arrow struck at one time and Cupid missed. Oh, okay. And Cupid got in trouble with the person upstairs, okay? And said, look, you got to aim right this time. You can't go around missing or hitting the wrong person with the arrow. Now I'm gonna fire your ass if you don't. I'm just playing. Alright, so this is the next card, which is forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So we do have denial and regret and the grave card. So I'm hoping that this is not a passing. Because I do have like a couple and also a relationship here. But I also got jealousy, backstabbing, and betrayal. So I hope that this is not a very, very toxic relationship that don't end very well. Okay. So we have this one. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Don't have to be you, but still check your own self, right? Don't always put the reading on somebody else. And this landed at the top, and you got two more. So it says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Oh, shit. It said a mouthful, huh? It's a lot of couple cards here, with two people coming out on the heart. So, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life, of love. And again, like I said, that's why that Rahu in K2. Okay? And especially what that card just says is the perfect example of why Rahu and Mercury is in conjunction right now in the 12th house of Pisces. This is like a huge revelation where that if you don't want to try, not necessarily with a person from your past, but if you don't ever want to try and be about love again ever in your life, then some of you, this can be dying of a broken heart, like literally. Um, because part of us as humans, we are Queen of Cups, supposed to express and have exchange of unconditional love. This is what this is pretty much showing and representing here. But because of past deception and jealousy and betrayal and backstabbing, somebody don't never want to give nobody else ever a second chance, not just about an ex. But like I said, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Not only forgiveness for or towards somebody else, but forgiveness for your own self. And then the only card is in reverse so far is the romance card. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's unpleasant. It's unpleasant. Okay. Okay, so don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Now, on March the 21st, we will, Vedic Sidereal, have Venus and Saturn in conjunction. Now, Venus is in Aquarius right now. Mars is there. Okay. But please remember also, before I end this, that that eclipse is going to be very strong. It may not only take relationships out of your life and you have other endings, but it also can remove people and also yourself. Okay? Eclipses are very strong. So right now, this is a time for change in yourself, not really worrying about somebody else, seeing about your own health, things also that could be very toxic for you, not doing the work, investing into yourself, also the knowledge and information that you're putting inside of your spirit, also into your body. Um, the sun is about you yourself and I. So things will begin to keep illuminating to you on things that you need to continue to fix, not only humanly, but spiritually. Okay. And allow things that's time to fall off to fall off. Don't try and hold on to anything, because for some of you, it may be the last thing that you do hold on to. Now, this is a very crazy reading. I don't really like the tone of it, but this is a general reading. It's a collective. So this also can be a toxic relationship that you know somebody is in. Can also be somebody you know that is married, maybe living with somebody that has a toxic ex that keeps trying to come back to them. And with this eclipse energy, it can be very a huge betrayal and backstabbing over jealousy. All right, let me get off of here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If I went too fast, you can always pay it back. Listen to the words that I'm insinuating, because we can't say a lot of type of words here on YouTube. Hey, Miss Linda. And I'm literally like working 2.5 jobs right now, so I have not had time to really do anything. Um, but this also can be jealousy or betrayal or deception at your job, dealing with coworkers. It don't have to be a love affair. This can be with family members. Um, this can be with another co-parent. For some of you, this can still be a divorced ex. Thank you, Miss Linda. I miss y'all too. This can be a divorced ex, okay? That this eclipse is bringing up nostalgic memories of family that you said you don't want to give them another chance. Just be very careful of your surroundings. Um, and be aware of what you're projecting. Because some of you may be projecting out to somebody that maybe you're liking them, but maybe as a friendship, but not romantically. Okay, so just be very careful here, because I don't really like the tone of this. Make sure y'all stay tuned to any newscasts or news material. Let me see something. Just want to check something before y'all go. Because this is one person that's really saying, no, I don't want this, but the other person really wants it. And because of this eclipse energy, and then Mercury about to go retrograde, we got Mercury in conjunction with Rahu, that is still opposing the opposite of K2. It's a lot of it's a lot of misconceptions of people's healing. Okay, everybody's not gonna make it far as this energy shift and these eclipses. It's a lot of work um, that a lot of people need to do spiritually, and also a sense of healing. Somebody all of a sudden can become toxic here. We have inner child in reverse. Because right now I'm even getting a headache about thinking about this. So I'm going to have to get off of this energy. You see that? Rejection. My head is hurting. I don't like the energy that's coming off of this. I got to go. See there? Letting go. I got to go. My head is hurting. I got to go. I don't like the energy of this. I got to go, y'all. Okay? So I will see y'all tomorrow. I will be back to give a reading, and I got to give a private reading to somebody else. And I haven't forgot, Mama. Like I said, I'm gonna give you up to three readings up until the end of the year as what you call it? You know what I mean? My head hurt because this is a very serious energy. Somebody's energy is coming through, and it's very toxic. Because somebody here feels rejected, and they don't want to let go. And the only way they feel that they can let go is this. I'll see y'all tomorrow.